Alright folks, this is it. This is the completed Tyranids army, Fungus Nids 2, Revenge of the Fungus. Yeah, they came back pretty quick, didn't they? And let me tell you all about it. This is definitely what you would call a deluxe army. It's 5,000 points. If you check the liner notes, you will see a link to all the information about this army, including extra pictures. I've got some stills going. Well, let's start with the meat and potatoes, and that is 120 Ormagants, 70 Termagants, which is plenty to have 2 units, plus the spawns from these absolutely fantastic Tervagon conversions. And yeah, I'm kind of tooting my own horn, but I think they're the best Tervagon conversions I've ever seen. And yeah, I know a lot of people are going to take exception to that, and that's fine. They have this Cthulhu-like head, this absolutely grotesque spawning pod thing on their back, just like a wolf spider. And each one is just a little bit different. It's a conversion. What I did here is I made the tails on 2 of them the same, and the tails on the other 2 this divided one. And that way you have a way in the game of showing which ones are HQ and which ones are troops. If you need to do that, that's there. Gene Stealers, 8 of those, plus the Broodlord from Space Hulk, which is another deluxe feature here. And also a lot of spore mines. I'm going to say at least 18 spore mines just for your entertainment. Those are a fast attack choice just by themselves. And let's move on to elites. Plenty of elites. You have 3 Pyrovores right here, 6 Hive Guard, 6 Zoanthropes, 6 Venomthropes, and the Doom of Malantai. And this is the favorite one of mine that's come out of the studio. It's made with a Ravener body, so it's got some bulk. But this one has a Hive Tyrant tail on it, and look how it S's around. So it really looks like he's floating. So this guy is an absolute freak. He goes great in one of the 6 spore pods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So you can do a spore pod themed army for sure with deep striking. Speaking of which, there are 20 Gargoyles. Their typical role is to run interference for the 6 Shrikes. Shrikes are shred-tastic. They're synapse creatures. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Let's move on to heavy support. We have 2 Carnifexes, in case you're feeling a little old school. They have spine banks and bioplasma. Those are my favorite biomorphs. Of course, you don't have to take them with that. There's nothing wrong with having something modeled on the figure, but not actually buy the upgrade there. And quite frankly, I think the spine banks look like are the best of the 3 carapace options. And what else do we have? Oh, heavy support. You've got a Trigon, and I'm calling it a Trigon Prime. It is from Forge World, but it has the regular Trigon talons on it. If I made future incarnations of this, I might just replace that with a plastic one, but it is kind of a little bit of nostalgia there to use the one that was available for all those years before the plastic kit came out. And also this monstrosity here, oh, he is absolutely fantastic. Excuse me. He is absolutely fantastic. He's on a Valkyrie base. This is a stand-in for a Tyrannifex, and it is a Forge World Barbed Hierodule, and you could certainly play it as that if you were going to play an Apocalypse game or just wanted something a little bit different. So there you have it. It is just a mind-numbingly awesome Tyranid army to have. A lot of love and thought and devotion went into it. It's the little things that really matter. The larger creatures, for the most part, have slating on them, as you can see here, and you know, rocks and some variation on the base that give it more of a natural feel to it. So there you go. Go ahead and check the liner notes for a link, and that'll give you some practical information about the Army. And let me know if you have any questions.